Well, both the defence and the prosecution have made their submissions at the close of the case for the defence today. The case has now been fixed for the 21st of February for decision. In gist, the defence took the position that what was said by Mr. Karpal does not amount to sedition, and also that there's discrimination in his prosecution in this particular case. The argument, of course, in respect of sedition is quite simple. It's to the effect that Mr. Karpal did not at any point of time question the prerogative of the Sultan of Perak. He accepts that the Sultan of Perak has the power to appoint a Menteri Besar. That's quite clear from Article 18.2 of the Constitution of the State of Perak itself. He also accepts that the Sultan has powers in the event the Menteri Besar of the State of Perak does not command the confidence of the majority of the Legislative Assembly. But I think the question that arises here is one which relates to the manner in which the Sultan exercise those powers. It is Mr. Karpal's contention that in the case of Perak in particular, at that point of time there was doubts as to whether or not the three state assemblymen, two from PKR and one from DAP, had actually resigned. Of course, that was an issue that had to be decided first before it could be said that there was a vacancy for the post of Menteri Besar, following which, of course, the Sultan could appoint a new Menteri Besar. If you look at Article 33.1 of the Constitution of the State of Perak, it says that the question as to the validity or otherwise of resignations of members of the Legislative Assembly is a question which is reserved to the State Assembly itself. So what in essence Mr. Karpal was saying was that because there was a doubt as to the resignation of the three members of the State Legislative Assembly, what ought to have been done was to allow the State Assembly to make a decision on that first. It is only upon a decision being taken by the State Assembly that the second question, which is whether or not there is a vacancy for the post of Menteri Besar, would arise. So, of course, in this particular case, that was the question, that was the issue taken in submission today, and it is our position that the press conference that was held by Mr. Karpal was merely an occasion by which Mr. Karpal reiterated the constitutional provisions of Perak, and in those circumstances pointed out that what was happening was not in strict compliance of the Constitution, and of course asked that the Constitution be complied with first before a decision was taken as to the removal or otherwise of the Menteri Besar. So if you look at sedition, in particular our case where we are looking at a charge under Section 3(1)(f), the section says that you must question the prerogative of the ruler. It is our position that there was no such questioning of a prerogative in this particular case. We accept that those powers and prerogatives exist, but as I said earlier, the contention was in respect of the manner in which that power was exercised.